Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today we're testing the Boris sound pack out on the 777-300 using the GE90 engines. Today we're on a long one. We're going from San Francisco over to Zurich as SWISS 39 real world operations today. Our alternate is Geneva, airtime of 5 minutes short of 11 hours. Should be arriving during the day, so it should be a nice arrival into Zurich. I know it looks really nice there with the MK Studios scenery we're using, and I forgot who does this scenery, but this is a payware scenery as well. So let's jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for today's long haul.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Right, so welcome into the flight deck of the 777-300ER. We are just loading up using GSX. Got quite a long time to go yet. So we'll go to init reference, pause init. We're at KSFO, San Francisco. That's our GPS position there. And we are going to be heading all the way over to Zurich. That is the wrong thing. I forgot to import it, haven't I? Right, that was a rookie error. So we'll get that all set up there. And we'll request. And that should ding us in a second when that's done. Let's go and get the fuel in. So today we're going to be taking quite a lot of fuel. Let's take 97 tons with us over to Zurich. And the payload today, there's that. So we'll load that in. Oh, it's frozen the sim, waiting for it to load. Give it a sec. There you go. So now I can put in the zero fuel weight. And we'll go FMC on that side as well. So, legs on the first officers, and we'll do the runway today. Is 28 right, favouring with the winds and departure. And the SID is going to be the Santana 2 via Deaded. And the arrival is going to be the ILS-14. And looking at the TAF, that should stay like that on the Rilla 2 Alpha. And that's going to be via Amiki. But is it Amiki or the AMI 14? It should be the AMI 14, shouldn't it? Because that's AMI runway 14. We'll go Amiki and see if that's the transition we need first. So we'll have a look at the plan and skip through it quickly. Routing takes us over the North Pole today. Really high northerly routing. And that doesn't look correct, does it? So it must be the other one. I'll execute that. I'll step through it. And that looks a lot better with that transition there. I'm more happy with that, so we'll leave that like that. Left flight director and right flight director on. And data and terrain on the first officer side. And we'll have a look at the airport parking gate. So we've got some taxi charts up. And the airport info as well. So it's the, what is the Santana 2? That one. And we'll pin that. Right, so 3,000, so it's a very low stop altitude of the SID. What is the heading for departure today? Two eight right. So plug that in there. We'll jump down here and init reference, and we're going to reject the performance data link, and we're going to do it all manually. So we're going to need reserves. Let's do some quick mental maths. To get to Geneva, going to need 11 tons. Cruising initially at flight level 320, stepping up to 37 later in the flight. Cost index of 200, and that's all sorted there. Let's go to our N1 limits and pop in our information into the performance calculator in the EFB, and we'll just change these so they're easy to read and calculate. So it's giving us flat 5, takeoff of 1 with a selected temperature of 48. Takeoff, flat 5, trim of 5.5, 179, 177, 173. That looks good to me. And we'll plug that in right there. LNAV and VNAV for departure. Now we can get the APU on. And that is pretty much everything set up for now. We'll finish the checklist, the first one. And now it's just a waiting game of boarding for GSX. And I'll jump back in shortly when we're ready to push and start. Right, after a long wait, GSX has finished loading us, and we are ready to start moving. So let's go and close all the cabin doors. And we'll do the checklist quickly. And we're just waiting on the beacon light. So that's where we are. It's just it's pretty straightforward. It's just straight, following the runway basically. Fuel pumps can come on. Beacon light on. GSX. Push us back. I need to release the chocks. Come on, release. Why is it not doing anything? Come on, PMDG. Don't do this to me. It won't let me release them. Why? Got the engine page up on the middle. Yeah, I'm trying to remove the wheel chocks. Oh, do I have to? Oh, what a silly sausage.
Please.
Right, there you go. We're now ready to push and start. So, one more look around. Goodbye to San Francisco. Air bridge is disconnected and
Commencing push.
parking brake released.
All
We'll
engines
pressurise the
clear.
hydraulics. And I'll be quiet for a minute and let you hear the GE90 spool up. Now that was something special, wasn't it? I'm going to wait until I set the parking brake and GSX clears off before starting engine number 1. But the G90s just have that such a cool start-up noise, don't they? It's so iconic. It's deafening. You can hear it in your chest. But I'll start up engine 1 shortly when GSX is cleared off.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine
Cockpit to
start.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
That was unbelievable, wasn't it? I don't know how Boris does it, but that sound pack is worth every single penny I spent on it. It's unbelievable. Right. So, when the bypass pin has been showed to me, we'll start the flows. There's the pin. They're clearing off, so APU off. Taxi light on. Turn the dome light off. Don't need that anymore. And we'll go arm all the doors. And flaps position 5. Checklist. Actually no, sorry, flight controls first. And I'm sorry if you notice on the landing gear lever they're twitching with the black like artifacting. I don't know what it is, but so we'll trim 5.5 and then we'll do flight controls, full right, neutral, left, neutral, forward, neutral, back, neutral, left on the rudders and right on the rudders. All flight controls are free and correct, and we're clear to taxi. So runway turn-offs on and parking brake released, and let's taxi to 28 right. Right, so welcome back into the flight deck after that taxi. Just make sure the transponder's on, weather radar on, and we'll make this left-hand turn shortly. Straight onto 28 right. So cross 28 left. Right, let's try and line it up best we can. We undershot that a little bit. Let's try and straighten it up, because we don't want to give it a boot full of rudder on a tow gap. Right, that looks more acceptable. So we'll line it up there. Spool them up. Chrono. And toga. Maintaining centre line, a little bit of rudder. Winds are quite calm today, so it shouldn't be too bad. Sounds are good. Sounds are very good.
V1.
And rotate. Nose wheel's going to start coming, flying soon. There you go. Airborne, positive rate, gear up. Lovely, look at that. Right, no messing around, stick it on autopilot. I want to listen to these sounds. Beautiful. Right, flaps 1. And we are very heavy today. I can't get over how good the night lighting looks in 2024. Right, we'll just bug it straight up to 320. No one on, we're not on VATSIM or anything, so. Beautiful, look at that. The checklist. at that. Downtown San Francisco coming into view under the wing there. Brilliant. Look at that. Stunning. And we're well on our way to Zurich now. Look at that Golden Gate Bridge. Stunning. Right. Yeah, that night lighting is absolutely ridiculous. We'll match the headings now. Right. I mean, that's pretty much it until we start descending into Zurich. So I'll leave you with some really nice climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you when we're descending into Zurich. Hello and welcome back into the flight deck. We've been airborne for quite a long time now, just over 10 hours, so we're descending in. We're going to be a little bit earlier than we anticipated, which is absolutely fine by me. Slowing down a little bit now, and I'll tell you what, the views into Zurich do not disappoint, do they? Over most of Europe we couldn't really see it because it was covered in cloud, but it seems to be opening up quite nicely here over Switzerland, which is nice for us. So we're on our downwind leg now before turning into final. So finish this checklist off, and it's still runway 14 for arrival. Q&H is set, minimums are set, everything's ready. At that. The clouds in this sim, they don't half look nice. Right, there's cabin secure. So it's lucky we're landing on runway 14. We taxi off of runway 14 on the high speed, and we take the first right, and that's our terminal right there, which is nice. So we don't need to taxi around the place. And the scenery we are using is MK Studios Zurich for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's really nice, really good scenery. So slowing down now to 220 knots. We get a bit of speed brake out to help the aeroplane. Flaps 1. Stir that speed brake now. Arm it. Flaps 5. Look at that. I can't get over how good this sim looks. Right, slow that rate of descent down. Approach mode activated. Beautiful. I mean, this plane now, the PMDG 777 with the Boris Audio Works sound pack, it's one of my favourite aeroplanes now. It's unbelievable. So, go around 6,000, airport, there you go. There's the runway, going to taxi off, high speed, straight down, and we'll take like stand 36. 6,000 plugged in. Flap 15. Right, slowing down nicely. Can't see much though.
2,500.
Right, 2,500 foot. Get the gear down now. And it's just those extra noises, like listen to that, that's unbelievable. Flap 20. And we'll go straight to flap 25 if I can get the click spot. There you go, flap 25, and we'll go final approach speed of 152. Brilliant, look at that. We'll add a couple of knots on just to lower the nose a little bit, just to give us a bit more tail clearance with flap 25. So, I'm not going to disconnect until I get visual of the runway, but I can't see a fat lot. There's some horrible weather on this approach. I've actually just put my mouse over the toga button just in case we have to do a go around. I can see the airport that's doing that thing where you can see it through the cloud. I can't see the runway yet.
One
1,000 feet checked. There's the runway, disconnecting my aeroplane.
$500. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
We'll continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Right, hold it there. Come on. runway somewhere. Down we are. Speed brakes are up. Reverses are green. Decelerated nicely. We want to take it all the way to the end. Well, now the reverse switch wants to work. I forgot. It's bound to my... Yeah, I'll get it. It's my fault. And made it off at the exit we wanted to anyway. Slow it down a little bit. So flaps up. Uh, 10 hours, 21 minutes. So we're 25 or 24 minutes early, which we'll take. And we'll carry on straight and then we'll turn right. Flight director left, flight director right off. Right, so we'll go 36. It's P at E. 30 or 26, sorry. No, and Swiss or yeah, Swiss Sport. Right, slow it right down. And we'll swing it in there. And I think I don't have a profile because 22 meters is a long way and I'll be in the bloody terminal. So let's go external. And yeah, that looks good to me. Right, parking brake on, engine 1 off, APU's on, engine 2 off, and we'll go checklist and welcome down to Zurich. So guys, welcome down to Zurich. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. On Volanta it gave us a minus 227 on the landing rate, so a bit firm. Did float it a little bit. I was just getting used to using the Boeing yoke with the 777-300. But a pretty successful flight, really enjoyed flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 again. I've got to mention we were using Sim Update 4 for this, just to test out the performance upgrades with it. And it went really well. Nothing really went wrong. The sim behaved itself. The Boris AudioWorks sound pack, again, is an instant buy for me. It really does enhance the experience when using this aeroplane. Probably going to jump into a different plane on next video, as I'm pretty much 777'd out at the moment. I'd like to try something else. But if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again very soon in the next video.